I was going to lose and how much I was going to make. I was really only targeting 10 to 15% on this trade, and the reason why is because it's Monday. You guys know options contracts. I don't need to get into this. They expire on Friday. So Monday, for example, you have 5 more days to expire. They move pretty slow. So inherently, if I want to make any profit from this, because in my position, guys, I need to make more than, $1,500, $2,000 on the trade, I had to up position size while still only risking the same amount of money. Of course, if something were to happen, I did expose myself pretty high over my standards. We ended up going in about $16,000 in shorts. I had about 90 contracts on this trade. Definitely a little bit over my standards, but again, it was just we had everything planned out. We did everything beforehand, so we knew even when we were over leveraging exactly when we were going to get stopped out, when we were going to take profit, how much I was going to lose, and how much I was going to make. At that point, if you look at that number and you see I don't want to do this right now, and you still take it, you're an idiot. Clearing up everything before it happens, taking things into consideration before the trade is like the number one thing, bro. It will change your whole game. At this point, what do I look for in a trade that's going to consider it, regardless of the outcome, a W? In this case, I would want to see sells, and I would want to see sells fall pretty far into my profit. Of course, that might be a little bit too much of, a standard, but for me, and when I'm trading supply and demand, and at that point, once I see it buy into my area where I'm expecting to see rejections, at that point, I can see, hey, this zone worked. Now, this was a pretty aggressive entry for me. Again, with everything that kind of was set in place, sometimes with bigger zones, I like to wait for candle closes. Once we actually break into this area, then sell off, then I would get in the trade. But for this, again, it really wasn't risking too much outside of my standards. I got pretty aggressive with it, I'm not going to lie. But as we get in this trade, you guys see, boom, right off the bat, everything that I wanted to see played out. I'll move this over one bit just so you can see we bought into this high and we rejected. This is enough to consider it now at this point a winning trade. I am happy with the outcome no matter what happens, because when we get into a trade like this, we want to see rejection in this area.